They'll say right.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just want to bring you up to date with what's going on with our budget negotiations. And first of all, I believe very strongly that we can do that today. I think what is important for the legislators is to go and address the entire $24 billion deficit that we have, and to make sure that they don't send me down a partial solution. I would definitely veto if they send me down with 3 bills that will only address 1/8 of the budget problem, which is $3.5 billion. I think what is also unacceptable is if they don't address the boards and the commissions, to get rid of some of those that are waste, and also to go into create some of the reforms that we need in order to really streamline and make government function more efficiently. I think it is also important that they don't send me a budget that has any tax increases in there, because they will also veto that. But I think that the negotiations have been going okay. We have met with them over the weekend, and we've met with them again today. I'm having right after this a meeting with Senator Arnold and to talk to him, and then they will be coming down throughout the afternoon, and I will be here until midnight to make sure that we can get this done. So our part, the will is there. We will do everything we can to make this happen, because it's very important that we get this budget done today, because we are running out of cash. The controller made it very clear we are running out of cash in July, so this is why it's the responsible thing to do. Key thing is to address the entire $24 billion.
How close
if you have any questions.
What is this plan B we keep hearing about?
There is only one plan, and that is to address the entire budget deficit, the entire $24 billion. So there's really no plan B or anything like that. The key thing is not to do piecemeal this, as I said, because what they have been historically doing is kicking the can down the alley and always pushing off the tough decisions. But we can't push off the tough decisions, because the decisions have to be made now, because we are running out of cash. We don't have the luxury, as we've had in the past, that we can wait. There's no time to wait. So this is why the IOUs will go out tomorrow, and we will run out of cash. So this is why I urge the legislators to address the entire $24 billion deficit.
How close are you in the negotiations? Can you characterize that?
The negotiations, like I said, have been going well, and we're getting closer. But it is very important that we address the whole problem. And so I think, as you know, that this building here functions in an interesting way. The action always comes like 5 minutes to midnight, and nothing happens before then. For the last month, there were debates, there was finger pointing, there was dialogue, accusations, but none of that will really solve the budget. What solves the budget is the will to go in there and to make the necessary and the tough cuts, and to go and solve the entire $24 billion problem. And so this is the only way we're going to be able to move forward. I believe that we have it in us, collectively as a whole group, to do that. I think they just have to really dig in there and say, we got to do it, because the decisions are not going to get any easier by any means.
Governor, what has changed that makes you feel that you will have something presented to you today?
I have seen for a month no discussions and no negotiations. Only upstairs they went through their procedures. But now in the last few days I've seen an effort is being made to get together with us and to start moving closer together and to have dialogue. And I think it's very important that we all understand each other and have dialogue. I mean, we respect one another. I will never, point the fingers and try to derail them. They have their own rhythm upstairs, and so we are looking forward to those discussions. We are looking forward to the negotiations, and even if it takes for them to come down 100 times until midnight, it makes no difference to me. We will do whatever it takes in order to get that budget done, because we owe it to the people of California.
Are you willing to walk away from the $3 billion in education that expires at midnight if you don't get a complete proposal?
I can guarantee you, as much as I stand here right now, that the $3 billion partial solution will be vetoed without any doubt because it doesn't really move anything forward. Californian people expect us to handle and deal with the entire $24 billion. Absolutely.
Governor Cuomo said that it would move you forward, but it would move you backwards.
We have always asked to have major reforms in Cal works, major reforms in in-home services, because there's a tremendous amount of abuse, there is fraud, there's waste. We've got to address those things because there's billions of dollars that can be saved, not immediately, but in the out years. And I think we ought to address those kind of situations because there's no reason why the taxpayers of California, that people have much less money now than ever before, why they should be paying for this kind of abuse and for this waste and fraud when we can do much better than that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Where are you guys parked?